Hello, it's great to see you and thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be looking at John chapter 3, verses 22 to 36. The passage is a bit long to read here, so do just pause now and read it if you like, or otherwise come back and read it some other time. John 3, 22 to 36. The first few verses of this passage set the scene for us. This is a time early in Jesus' ministry, when John the Baptist was still baptizing people somewhere upriver on the River Jordan. Jesus had left Jerusalem and gone out into the Judean countryside, probably not far from where John originally baptized him, to spend some time with his disciples, but also to baptize. Later, in chapter 4, John will tell us that Jesus himself didn't baptize anyone, but his disciples did. We're also told that Jesus was baptizing more disciples than John. Imagine the scene. You're one of John's disciples. You don't really get the whole Jesus thing, but you totally respect John, and you've even worked your way up to a position in his ministry, maybe given some responsibility for organising the queue or taking the offering, if they had such a thing, and you're concerned for his ministry's continued success, and you remember the glory days at the beginning. You get into an argument with someone in the crowd who lets you know, probably to put you in your place, that Jesus is up the road, or rather up the river, and he's doing better than you lot. And that hurts. Wasn't it John who gave this guy Jesus his big break anyway? This really irritated the competitive spirit of these disciples of John and worried them that they were being outdone. Fallen human nature is to be territorial, competitive, jealous, and possessive. Dictionary says a territorial person or an animal is one who guards or defends the area they consider belongs to them. These guys thought they owned the baptism ministry and were indignant that someone was usurping them, and without their permission. Sharing was not on the agenda for them. They came to John in verse 26 and said to him, "Rabbi, that man was Jesus, but that man who was with you on the other side of the Jordan, the one you testified about, well, he is baptizing, and everyone's going to him." It's not even a question. It's a kind of, what are you going to do about it statement. Can we sympathize with these disciples? I'm sure we can, as we all feel possessive of the things that matter to us, the things we think we own, and the positions we hold in life. It's sometimes referred to as a spirit of entitlement, and it's not very attractive. John's reply is a showstopper. He looks them in the eye and says, "A man can receive only what is given him from heaven." He then explains that he was sent simply to point to Jesus and prepare the way for him who is the bridegroom, the one who will receive the bride. He must become greater. I must become less. Perhaps one of the most profound things anyone has ever said. It's the opposite of entitlement. John displays humility and willingness in showing zero jealousy, but rather deep respect for Jesus, acknowledging that he matters far more, that all John is and has is at Jesus' disposal. Why would John do that? because he recognized from the start that Jesus was from above and is above all things, the one who speaks the words of God and has the Spirit without limit. He recognized who Jesus really is. Can we say that to Jesus? Because John could, his joy was complete. Are we like John's disciples, small-minded, possessive, bitter, with a spirit of entitlement? Or like John, full of joy with an open heart to recognize and bow before Jesus and call him Lord of all? If you would like to get in touch with us, please drop us an email at hello@lighthousesheringham.org. We'd love to hear from you, and thanks for listening.